Welcome to Orientation for High School Gifted Education. The content in this video is valuable not only to 8th graders transitioning to high school, but current high school students who would like to know a little bit more about support available to them and the purpose of their advanced learning plan. Why are you watching this video? We want to promote the efficient and meaningful use of time. We want to make advanced learning plans relevant to high school students. And, of course, we want to remain in compliance with CDE law. In the past, we have operated with an outdated philosophy in our schools. Let's take a look at each of these points that we want to move away from. First, the notion that gifted students are all alike and will all need the same thing is old thinking. It is difficult to stereotype a, quote, typical GT student. However, those stereotypes exist, and you have probably heard or experienced some of them. We have a range of gifted students identified within our district. In the past, we identified in the subjects of reading, writing, and math. However, as of 2016, the Colorado Department of Education requires districts to identify in these 14 areas. As of the spring of 2018, we have students identified in 11 out of these 14 areas. It is important for our students and parents to know what area the student is identified in, and also to be aware of the other potential areas. There are also twice exceptional students. These are students that are identified as gifted, but also have other identifications. Twice exceptional students benefit from the collaboration of several case managers. Another outdated philosophy is the belief that gifted students will be fine on their own. They don't need any other support. However, we know that there are sometimes struggles. Gifted students often enter high school with a habit of procrastinating. Sometimes they have been able to get by with putting in very little effort or saving things for the last minute. This changes in high school. Often, that doesn't work anymore. If things become harder for you in high school, that doesn't mean you are not smart, and it is not ever bad to ask for help. That help could simply be how to break habits of procrastination, get organized, and more. Do not be afraid to reach out. Additionally, high school is a place where grades matter and your work matters more. This can add pressure, which can lead to stress, anxiety, depression, underachieving, etc. Again, do not be afraid to reach out for help. If you get nothing else from this video, please hear that you need to make connections in high school and know who you feel comfortable reaching out to for help. Another outdated philosophy is that high schools have advanced courses and gifted students won't need anything else. Keep this graphic in mind. Challenging courses are one spoke on this wheel. However, if that is the only piece provided to support you, it leads to a very unbalanced system. Gifted programming in high school includes the other pieces like extracurricular, clubs, sports, activities, volunteer work, opportunities for contests and competitions, schedules customized to support you, and preparation for life after high school. There there are currently 391 high school students that are identified as gifted. That is 6% of the high school population. You need to know who your high school GT liaison is, who your counselor is, and how you can access these people to help support you. More information on how they can support you will be provided later in this video. Lastly, there has been the thought that the ALP is a compliance document, a hoop to jump through, and something that has to be done but has no meaning. We know that this was a belief held by high school students because they told us. On a winter 2017 survey, almost 3/4 of high school respondents didn't feel the ALP was meaningful or helpful for them. This is not the way we want this to be, and we can't imagine that high school students enjoy doing something that isn't meaningful. Again, that is the reason for this video. How do we change this perception, turn these numbers around, and make this meaningful for students? We collectively need to change these outdated philosophies because no one, neither students or teachers, like or want to do pointless work. So take a minute to consider the vision of the District 51 Gifted Department. What part of this statement is important to you? What do you wish would be stronger? If needed, pause this video as you think about these questions. Once we understand why gifted students are identified, it is then important to understand why advanced learning plans are written. These plans help guide educational planning. They are required to include academic and social-emotional goals to support continuous growth. This document should also provide a heads up for staff so they are aware of possible supports, goals, and adjustments that may need to be made. It also aids communication about all of these things. All of these are reasons for ALPs, kindergarten through 12th grade. However, the high school ALP has one more purpose. It becomes like a resume in high school to document the goals, paths, trials, and successes in high school. You can use the ALP to support you when, at the end of high school, you apply for scholarships, colleges, jobs, etc. We don't mean to use it as a label, but the ALP is a way to show what you have learned and how you have grown throughout high school. The GT teachers in elementary and middle school and the GT liaisons in high school are case managers of ALPs. They try to connect and support students using some of these opportunities listed. It is through these types of things that we are able to support the goals you set. In high school, you own the ALP, and what you write allows us to find things that we can do and offer to support you. So what do you need to know, understand, and be able to do as a high school GT student? First, begin with the end in mind. The programming and support in high school focuses on postgraduate planning. This starts right away, your freshman year. We want to help you realize your goals and support you in accomplishing them. You also have to do some academic planning. Know that your high school transcript matters from day one of high school. What courses you select and your GPA are important, but so is a balance of classes and other activities. Be well-rounded. Try new things. Find things that interest and challenge you. Also know that ACT and SAT scores are critical if you are planning to go to college. This table helps you see the differences between requirements for high school graduation and minimum acceptance requirements for college. Please note the differences and keep these in mind as you are doing academic planning. And just a heads up, different colleges have different requirements. Make sure you check in with them often. Also, there are eligibility requirements if you are wishing to pursue athletics in college. Remember the wheel icon that we have shown you with lots of different spokes sticking out? There are 4 main areas assessed by colleges, and they're looking for the same type of thing. They will look at academics, ways you have demonstrated leadership, your service and volunteer opportunities, and your understanding of what drives you, your passions, your vision for life. Military admissions also look at athletics and character. This is not the only time you're going to hear this information. Your high school will provide lots of opportunities to learn, explore, and prepare. If you are looking at very selective or Ivy League colleges, they too will look at more than just academics. Again, see that wheel that we keep posting? You want to show a balance between rigor and challenging classes, as well as a variety of interests. Challenging yourself and learning how to grow and adapt when faced with challenges are even more important than straight A's, according to Mrs. Chambers, who is an MIT educational consultant. District 51 is working hard to support students. We now have internship possibilities to help students gain experience, college credit, and even get paid. The first class signed up for their internships in May of 2016. If you would like more information, please visit careerwisecolorado.org. District 51 wants to support students as they branch out and build a variety of experiences. Hopefully, you were able to experience some of the enrichment opportunities available in elementary and middle school. Don't stop now, though. In high school, these are a great way to help you build that well-rounded person. Look for things that build your passions or connect to your future career goals. If you need ideas, visit the Gifted Education website from our district. And just so you know, if you need help, you can apply for scholarships through the Gifted department. If you are interested in prestigious scholarships for college, it's important to start planning your freshman year. One such scholarship is the Betcher Scholarship, and it has set the bar very high. If this is something you're interested in, please let your counselor or GT liaison know so they can help support you throughout your high school career and make this a possible opportunity for you. Wow, high school has a lot of information and things to do. So, how are you going to keep track of all of this? You have academics, service hours, goals, enrichment activities. You're going to grow and learn. Where do you record this? Your ALP is the place to document it all. Let's look at how the ALP transforms to a tool for you in high school. An Advanced Learning Plan, or ALP, is individualized and student-directed. The ability for students to take charge of their ALP has been built over time through elementary and middle school. In high school, it is supported by the GT liaison, but is written by the student. You will have a specific time to meet with the liaison and complete your ALP. If at any time you have questions about when and how, reach out to your GT liaison. Their information and names are listed at the end of this PowerPoint. It is also important that you share your goals with others that can support you. Parents and teachers. For example, if you have a strength in math and a goal, it is important to share that information with your math teacher. Not sure how to do this? Again, ask your GT liaison to help you. Discussions around your ALP happen differently at each high school. Sometimes you'll meet directly with the GT liaison or counselor. Other times, discussions can happen within advisory times. Again, for clarification of when and how at your high school, connect with your GT liaison. These discussions can cover things like, are my classes and activities aligning with my future goals and graduation plans? Also, remember to review transcripts and test scores to make sure they are aligning with your plans. There may be areas that you're doing great in, or there could be areas of concern. There are many resources and handouts available to you. This whole process is built to help students advocate for themselves and build positive relationships. Again, the ALP can become your resume or holding place for information that you will need at the end of high school. The ALP must be updated yearly, but it will make your life easier if you access it and update it quarterly. Update it with your progress and even your setbacks. This is all part of your learning and growing. You have access to your ALP at all times through a program called Naviance. Some of you may be familiar with Naviance because you might have used it a little bit in middle school. However, all high school students use Naviance, and you too will begin to use it in 9th grade. This online program helps organize high school plans and has a variety of tools to help you explore and plan for life after high school. Some of the tools include scholarship searches, college matching, career opportunities, and many more tools. This is also where ALPs are housed for high school gifted students. All students in District 51 will create their individual and academic plan, or ICAP, within Naviance. For all students, it helps establish goals, align post-secondary options with classes, apply for colleges, and its true purpose is to help you be prepared for work and/or college after high school. All of these things take place in Naviance. Sounds like there's a lot to do and manage in high school, doesn't it? But we're not going to leave you on your own. You have support. At each grade level, we have meetings scheduled to help you. Your freshman year, you can come back to this video and access it as many times as needed. And there will be an information meeting for students in either August or September. For sophomores, they will be asked to meet in September. Juniors meet in October. When you're a senior, you'll set up an individual meeting with your counselor. Again, the GT liaison at your school is available to give you exact dates and times for these meetings, and they're always there to help answer questions and provide support. They can work with students and families. Please note that the meetings set up in high school are intended for students, but parents are welcome to connect with GT liaisons via email, phone, conferences, or by appointment when needed. So, if you're still thinking that you don't really need all this ALP stuff, there is a way for you to not complete it and for us to still stay in compliance with the state. Please know that the ALP is absolutely meant to be a support tool for you. But if it's not meeting that purpose, we don't want to waste your time or ours. If you do not see the benefit of the ALP as a support tool, let us know. Otherwise, our GT liaisons will make contact 3 different times through scheduled appointments, personal student emails, personal contact, and even phone calls. If after 3 attempts they are not able to connect and support you in writing your ALP, this statement will be added to your ALP. Here's a pretty simple survival guide for high school. Take advantage of lots of offerings. Develop what makes you uniquely you. Get to know others and connect with them. This includes knowing who can support you the best. Also, find your voice and ways to communicate what you need. This is the transition of your life becoming your life where you're in charge. So, here is a question for you students, and a way you can earn a free book. What was the most important part of this video to you? Please use the link at the end of this video to provide your answer. And parents, we know most of this has been geared toward the student. However, please know that your high school student still needs you. They need you to listen and provide guidance at times. They also need you to model how to advocate for themselves and how to be okay with mistakes while figuring out how to recover and grow and learn from those mistakes. You are still a valuable part of their life. And above all, we know that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. We are here to support you and help answer your questions. Here is contact information for several people who can be of support. Don't hesitate to reach out. We'll see you soon. But wait, what about that free book? Here's the link so you can answer the question and choose your free book. The link will also be provided on the handout that will be given to you. Thanks for watching.